guys know, okay?
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Paul Kessler, the principal of Batavia High School. Before we begin today, I would like to just hear from our seniors. Seniors, class of 23, let's hear from you. Let's go. Thank you so much to all of you, and we're really excited to share this special night together. And I would like to thank the Batavia High School band and alumni for performing the processional march, Pomp and Circumstance. Let's hear it for the band, everybody. Please be seated. I'd like to introduce Superintendent Jason Smith to provide an opening welcome. Mr. Smith.
Good evening and welcome to beautiful Vendetta Stadium. If you look behind your shoulder, you can see some sun coming up, so thank you for being here on this wonderful Friday night. On behalf of our Board of Education, Administration, faculty and staff, and most importantly the class of 2023, welcome to our ceremony here at beautiful Vendetta Stadium on this Friday night, which is a beautiful night, of course. We are glad you are here to celebrate with our students, soon to be graduates of BHS. I, of course, look forward to sharing more comments later on this night, but once again, welcome and please enjoy as we celebrate the class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Well, it is an honor to welcome you here to our 141st annual commencement exercise of Batavia High School, and I am appreciative that you could join us here tonight. This group of fine young men and women will move on from being high school students to become high school graduates, certainly one of the major achievements in one's life. Before we begin our ceremony, I ask that you respectfully silence your cell phones, and in case of an emergency or severe thunderstorm, we would like all families to return to your vehicles, and our students will enter into Robert Morris. Hopefully, we won't find ourselves in that situation. I would like to remind everyone that Vendetta Stadium is a smoke-free building and grounds, and we ask that you remain seated during the entire ceremony, and parents can stand at your seat for a picture when your graduate receives their diploma. A professional photographer, Mr. Steve Ognamine, will be taking photographs during the ceremony. I would like to introduce our distinguished colleagues. Please stand when I call your name, and I ask that the audience please hold your applause until all the names are read. Mr. Jason Smith, Superintendent of Batavia City Schools. Dr. Molly Corey, Executive Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Mr. John Marucci, Board of Education President. Mr. John Regal, Board of Education Vice President. Mrs. Corinne Anderson, Member of the Board of Education. Mrs. Alice Ann Benedict, Member of the Board of Education. Mrs. Barbara Bowman, Member of the Board of Education. Mr. Cesare Roll, Member of the Board of Education. Mrs. Kimberly Prisbus, English teacher at Batavia High School and our commencement speaker today. Mr. Omar Hussein, Assistant Principal at Batavia High School. Mrs. Jessica Corzelius, Assistant Principal at Batavia High School. Mr. Greg Cezak, Miss Ashley Kyle, Mrs. Kelly Garner, and Mr. Joseph Husser, Batavia High School counselors. And the members, many members here of our Batavia School District staff. Please stand. Please join me in appreciating our members of staff and our Board of Education. And now will everyone please stand for the singing of our national anthem, followed by Ever Batavia, performed by Christina Brown, Aiden Chua, Paul Janishevsky, Dominic Grillo, Abigail Herbelt, Abigail Moore, Sanaya Santiago, Lucy Taggart, Casey Tatarka, and Clara Wood.
Oh, say, can you
Thank you. For the first time at Batavia High School, we are recognizing our students using a college-style Latin honor system. Audience, if you would please hold your applause until all the members of each laud class is named. Our summa cum laude students achieved a 95 plus high school average, taking at least 3 advanced placement classes or 2 advanced placement classes and 2 dual enrollment college classes. The following students received the summa cum laude honors. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Aiden Anderson, Alexander Bartz, Ella Brumstead, Christina Brown, Nathan Canali, Aiden Chua, Christian DeSantis, Ryan Dillon, Adelaide Dunn, Lydia Evans, Cody Harloff, Alexander Johnson, Sean Kimball, Matthew McQuethy, Julia Petrie, Jack Pickard, Noah Pickard, Lauren Reimer, and Clara Wood. Please congratulate them. All right, y'all may be seated. Our magna cum laude students achieved a 90 plus high school average, taking 2 advanced placement classes or 1 advanced placement class and 2 dual enrollment college classes. The following students received the magna cum laude honors, and when I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Brendan Burgess, Cooper Fix, Tieran Fonda, Ian Harmon, Sydney Knesny, Lee Lefevre, Michael Marchese, Abigail Moore, Garrett Schmidt, Maya Schrader, Brooke Scott, Lucy Taggart, and Hannah Zeminski. And you may be seated. And our cum laude students achieved an 85 plus high school average, taking 1 advanced placement class or 2 dual enrollment college classes. The following students received cum laude honors. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Amanda Aduelo, Eliana Atchinson, Ariana Bartholomew, Bailey Chilson, Rashad Christie, Emily Damon, Tyler Fagan, Devin Flanagan, Ryan Hamilton, Abigail Herbelt, Olivia Cable, Ryan Lopez, Robert McCarthy, Cecia Isame Mario Rios, Kiera Odachowski, Melanie Quinones Santiago, Jaquela Rivera, Olivia Schell, and Dawson Young. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you, and you may be seated. At this time, I have the distinct honor of introducing our commencement speakers. Mrs. Kimberly Prisbus resides in Batavia with her husband, Joe, and their 2-year-old son, Towns. She grew up in Pembroke, graduating from Pembroke High School in 2004. She attended SUNY Geneseo, earning a bachelor's degree in English and secondary education in 2008. She earned her master's degree in literature from Middlebury College in Vermont in 2012. She just completed her 15th year of teaching, and this was her 6th year at BHS. She teaches English 11, AP Language and Composition, as well as our Introduction to Education class. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Kimberly Prisbus.
First, I'd like to thank everyone here for helping to celebrate this special occasion. Batavia faculty, administration, friends, family, and most of all, BHS class of 2023. Thank you for choosing me to speak tonight. It's a privilege and one of the honors of my career. Before we begin, there are people who, when you look back, have had a profound influence on you and the person you are today. For many, they are the traditional role models of life: parents, grandparents, relatives, coaches, and teachers. For me, it would be my parents who taught me the value of standing up for what I believe in, and my son, who teaches me to look at the world with renewed wonder. Class of 2023, will you do me a favor? Take a moment to think of that person. Are they here right now? Can we give them a round of applause, because they are a major part of your journey and they too deserve to be recognized. Thank you. As an English teacher, I am, of course, fascinated by stories. I want to start by repeating something that I've said on every first day of school every year, and that is this: I believe everyone has a story that we can't begin to know. As you sit here tonight, I ask, what is your story? How would you define your time here, this chapter that's coming to an end? Author Chimamanda Adichie warns against what she calls the danger of a single story, that is, allowing one aspect of your life to dominate the narrative. And for you, class of 23, it might be easy to allow the whirlwind that was lockdown or hybrid learning or the mayhem that is all of those years combined to dominate your narrative. But that would be a woefully incomplete story. I want to challenge you to rewrite the story right now. What have you worked hard to overcome? What have you been proud of? What have you shared? How can you change that narrative, that single story? Let me help you. Class of 2023, I can tell you, you have lots to be proud of. When I think of you, I think of your resilience, your perseverance, your ability to overcome adversity. Your sitting here tonight is evidence of that. When I think of you, I think of your compassion and heart. I think of your altruism. So many of you have given back to the Batavia community. I think of the ways you've gone out of your way to help others. I think of your honest care and concern, your morning greetings, your check-ins, your classroom visits. I personally have been on the receiving end of that kindness, and I am so grateful for it. When I think of you, I think of your passion. You are fierce advocates for causes dear to your heart, for your peers and yourselves. Continue to harness that voice to demand action, to seek to make the world around you a better place. You are powerful change agents. When I think of you, I think too of your capacity for growth. I have seen you strive to be better yourselves, to be the best version of you. Redeeming yourselves, I've seen you own up to mistakes and accept consequences. With more time and awareness, you will continue to work on the aspects of your story that you would like to change. This is natural, and though difficult, I'd add it's ultimately a positive thing. You see, class of 2023, your story is one which cannot be defined by any single narrative. And it's up to you to continue to write your story as one full of all the best traits you all carry: your determination, your tenacity, your growth, your grace, and humanity. You must continue to lead with that heart, because as I've told all my students, we all have stories. Each of you is leaving here tonight, closing out a significant chapter in your own story. What will you write into that narrative next? You are the authors of your destinies. It's you who chooses the starring characters, be they fleeting or steadfast, like those individuals you applauded earlier. And it's you who will wield the metaphoric pen for yourselves, writing your futures, full of plot twists, inevitable conflict, and I hope, sweet resolution. I want to end with a few lines from a poem called A Writer's Blessing that I think speaks to my wishes for you. May you hear in your own writing the strangeness, the surprise of mystery, the voices buried in the cells of your body. May you have the courage to honor your own first language, the music of those whose lives inhabit your own. May you tell the truth and do no harm. May you dare in your words to touch the broken heart of the world. And all the while, though lost you may be in the forest, drop your own words on the path like pebbles and write your own way home. May your story continue to be extraordinary. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Prisbus. At this time, it's my honor to introduce our co-mayors, Jack Pickard and Noah Pickard. Jack is one of the class of 2023 co-mayors. Jack has excelled in the classroom, achieving a 97.84 cumulative GPA while enrolling in 10 AP or college-level courses. Jack has balanced challenging classes with courses of interest, yet always found a way to thrive. Along with his successes in the classroom, Jack has found success in many other areas as well. Whether it was in student government, band, volunteer work, or athletics, Jack exemplified commitment and a strong work ethic as he inspired those around him. Jack will be attending SUNY Brockport in the fall to pursue a degree in social work. I am also pleased to introduce our other class of 2023 co-mayor, Noah Pickard. Noah is an accomplished young man both in and out of the classroom. He has maintained a 98.193 cumulative GPA while enrolling in 10 AP or college-level courses. He has embraced challenges and found ways to succeed. Outside of the classroom, Noah is a three-sport varsity athlete, a member of jazz ensemble, marching band, link crew, and sources of strength. He also has worked as a camp counselor in the YMCA Summer Parks and Rec program, where he is heavily involved in the day-to-day running of the program while trying to manage 50 elementary age students. Noah will be attending SUNY Oneonta in the fall to pursue a degree in adolescent education. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack and Noah Pickard.
Hello and good evening. Thank you, Mr. Kessler, and thank you, friends, family, faculty, and the class of 2023 for being here tonight. And also thank you to Mr. Kessler for giving us the opportunity to speak this evening.
We have traversed the past 12 years together, learning, competing, and creating to get to where we are today. Tonight, we leave behind everything we've ever known and accomplished throughout our schooling careers. Tonight, we look back and reminisce on the past, the days we have spent in the classrooms with our peers, gaining the skills to set forth on this new frontier.
A lot of us will lose the camaraderie brought to us by participating in high school sports, the competition that brings us together. We leave behind the coaches who have morphed us into a resilient and persistent leaders. We leave behind the various clubs in which we have gained fruitful relationships that have greatly impacted our lives, and we say goodbye to friends who choose different paths to success.
And tonight we say goodbye to teachers that have created the solid foundation for our future endeavors. To some, graduation may be symbolic of losing a part of ourselves. However, we must remember to look forward. We must look at a horizon, at the world in front of us, and at our future successes. We must envision ourselves some years ahead and see a bountiful future that is full of victory.
We must look forward to the creation of memories of which you will look back on later to tell stories about. However, we mustn't always aim to be the seer of our own past and future. In doing this, you may watch as the whimsical moments adjacent to you pass by.
Now, we would like all the students here today to look at the present moment. Take a deep breath and recognize that we are all here tonight because of our tenacity to achieve.
We are here because we want. We want to accomplish, we want to create change, and we want to win. Winning throughout our lives to become the fullest version of ourselves, while leading the peers around us to become the fullest as well. Every member of the class of 2023 shortly is going to be walking across this stage. But for a moment, I want to highlight that we all took different paths.
No matter if you rode a highway of gold or a footpath, we want to cherish this moment to capture how far we've come and all that we have done to achieve this common goal. We must recognize that life throws us many different obstacles which may alter our paths, but every single one of the many obstacles that have been put by us, we have overcome. We are ecstatic that we can all be here today to share this substantial achievement. We can't wait for the future, but remember to soak in the present from time to time.
We have all succeeded by being here today. While we each traverse the different paths of our lives, we will all succeed in different ways. We are all individuals with our own definitions of success. We will hold ourselves to our own standards, and we will all do our best to succeed in different manners.
We would like to end our speech with a quote by an inspiration to us, David Goggins. He says that most wars are won or lost inside our own heads. Finally, you are the only person that can make your success happen. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Jack and Noah. Well, I'm proud to introduce our student speakers who will be representing our summa cum laude group. Those speakers are Christina Brown and Clara Wood. Christina is a distinguished member of the class of 2023, graduating with an advanced Regents diploma and summa cum laude. Christina is a vibrant and involved member of her graduating class, as well as a talented artist, vocalist, and actor. Christina has been involved in the Batavia Production Club and Drama Club for all 4 years of high school. Christina has also been part of the chorus and Batavia Select Choir. They are an officer in Tri-M Music Honor Society and president of National Art Honor Society, as well as president of the GSA at BHS. Christina has taken many of our most rigorous advanced placement and college-level courses and plans to continue their education by starting at Genesee Community College in the fall as a fine arts major. I would also like to introduce Clara Wood. Clara is a remarkable young woman that has been involved in nearly every activity during her time at high school. She was a member of Sources of Strength, Link Crew, Student Government, National Music Honor Society, chorus, volleyball, track, and golf, among other things. Clara is often heard singing the national anthem before our sporting events. Clara is a young woman that strives to notice the positive in every situation. She always carries a smile on her face and seeks to encourage those around her. Clara will continue her education at GCC as she pursues a career in music therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Brown and Clara Wood.
To start off, it is an honor to be able to speak at the 2023 graduation ceremony. It really is a pleasure to be a part of such a monumental event in many people's lives. Graduates, do you remember coming up to the high school from middle school and being scared or worried about what was going to happen to you? A place you weren't very familiar with that was full of people you didn't know. You had maybe 1 or 2 friends that you met in an extracurricular, but that was about it. We were scared that we would be judged,
that we would feel awkward in classes, that we wouldn't be able to find our place in the school. Well, look at us now. We are graduating after successfully making it through 4 years at the very school we were scared of. I know that I'm not the only one when I say that I'm worried about the future once again. Even if you have it all figured out, such a big change where you say goodbye to the district you've known for your entire life is a scary thing. But I want all of us to remember that we've made changes before. We've moved up through the schools. Some of us have moved here from a completely different district. We've been through the school shutting down and more. We've been through a lot in our time on this earth, and we can do even more. I want everyone to think about the people that made you who you are and helped you get to this point. It could be your parents, other family, teachers, coaches, neighbors, anybody that means something to you. I want you to remember that their love and support is not going to end here. Your life may be changing and going in a new direction, but the people that care about you will remain an unchanging force to back you up. When you see those people after the ceremony, thank them. Thank them for everything. We are going to different places. Some of us are going into the military. Some of us are going to continue our education in college. Some of us are going straight into the workforce. Some of us are staying local, and some of us are going way across the country. Some of us don't even know yet. And how exciting it all is. Don't let the fear and stress of it all weigh you down. Think of all the possibilities. The world is our oyster, and we can do whatever we want if we put the work in. Take life by the reins and follow it along the ups and downs that will happen. Laugh, cry, love, feel it all. We will have disappointments, but we will also have many accomplishments. Whatever comes, just make sure that you keep going and don't give up. And now, because all good speeches have a cringy quote at the end, I want to quote Thomas E. Dewey. We need not be afraid of the future, for the future will be in our own hands. Congratulations, class of 2023 graduates. Have a great summer. I would now like to welcome Clara Wood to speak.
I want to start off with applauding each and every student that is graduating here today and state how truly proud I am of each one of you. As a class, our road to this moment has certainly been one with plenty of bumps. Yet in truth, I feel that each bump has prepared us for the future before us now in an extremely unique and backwards way. In the middle of our freshman year, the world came to an abrupt pause. No more hanging out with friends, no large family gatherings, no school, no possibility for normalcy in sight. In a time as terrifying and strange as COVID was, sometimes it felt like each day was simply about survival. There was nothing that could have ever prepared us for what our lives quickly became during COVID, and my expectations for what my high school years would look like were quickly and drastically shifted. Coming into high school, I was warned of how fast these 4 years would fly by. And I think, unfortunately, those warnings fell on deaf ears. Not only did high school fly by, but as a class, we only got to experience a fraction of the moments high school has to offer. We didn't have the luxury of experiencing all of the normal teenage milestones, enjoyed by so many others who came before us and who will come after us. Despite the missed school dances, sports games, concerts, pep rallies, and so much more, I have to believe that with all of the struggle we lived through, we somehow came out stronger. And if not stronger, at least more prepared for the uncertainty that the future may throw at us. And look at how we finally found the light at the end of the tunnel this year. We finally got to experience all of the fun and excitement high school can offer. And it felt even better knowing how terrible the worst felt. Change can be absolutely terrifying, and moving on from high school is certainly a monumental change. But as a class, we experienced more insanity, hardship, and unpredictability compared to what is usual, and we have to somehow use this to our advantage. We need to somehow realize that we are more than the worst things we have ever been through. We need to somehow recognize that every day is an opportunity to rise above the challenges we are forced to grapple with. And somehow we need to allow ourselves to be proud of everything we have accomplished despite those challenges. In the future, when we look back on our high school years, our view will be very different than most. My hope is that we will look back and not have sadness be the feeling that arises. My hope is that we will reflect on our time in high school and remember the fact that no matter what, there will always be struggle and uncertainty, but that sometimes hardship is essential for us to realize all that we are capable of. Struggle allows us to realize how good the happiness that follows truly is. Each of you should be so proud of all you have accomplished despite everything, and realize that standing here today is truly a privilege and proof of how much we will continue to accomplish moving on to the next chapter. In the words of Maya Angelou, you may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Christina and Clara. It is my pleasure to present 3 of our traditional graduation awards. First, it is my pleasure to present the E.G. Richmond Award. This award was established in 1896. This award is presented to a student with outstanding academic achievement in all courses of study. This year's E.G. Richmond plaque goes to Lauren M. Reimer. Lauren, please come forward. Our next award goes to the ex officio member of the Board of Education. In 2003, our Board of Education adopted a new policy offering the opportunity for one BHS junior or senior to be the ex officio member of the Board of Education for a 1-year term. This student serves as a member of the school board, sits with board members at all public meetings, and participates in all board hearings and meetings. This plaque is given in appreciation of our appreciation from the Batavia City Schools Board of Education. This certificate goes to Julia G. Petrie. And our last award today is from the BCSD Foundation. This scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior from Batavia High School. This student has been successful in his or her educational program and has sought out skills to further his or her career. This student has also exemplified our Batavia school culture and climate of be respectful, be responsible, be safe, be connected, and to be ambitious. This check and certificate goes to Olivia J. Schell. And now I'd like to once again introduce our superintendent, Mr. Jason Smith, who has some words and well wishes for our graduates. Mr. Smith.
Good evening once again, and welcome to beautiful Vendetta Stadium on this Friday night as we celebrate the class of 2023. Graduation is truly an event for all of us, and as such, I would like to first thank members of our school community that made all this possible. First, to our buildings and grounds crew. We actually have 2 graduations set up, one here, one inside, so I want to thank them. Please give them a round of applause. They did a great job. Also working hard is our technology staff up top and down here. Thank you to them. our senior class advisors, Mrs. Chua and Mr. Schreiner, who are here behind me, our clerical staff, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Gail Stevens, and Mrs. Grover. I'd like to thank them for their efforts as well. Gail de Gregorio, please stand and be recognized. Our BHS counselors, our BHS faculty and staff, Mrs. Haggard for having the band here, and of course our Board of Education, thank you for being here. Thank you for your service and celebrating with us. Please join me once again in thanking all these individuals and groups for their time and talent. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize our principal, Mr. Kessler. For the last 5 years, Mr. Kessler has served our BHS students remarkably well with great dedication and service. Please join me in thanking Mr. Kessler for his outstanding service to our students as we wish him well as he continues his leadership journey where it began 18 years ago at John Kennedy, as he will be missed, and I will miss him also at BHS. Mr. Kessler, thank you. It, of course, has been a personal and professional pleasure to serve the class of 2023 as their superintendent of schools. I've had the privilege of seeing these students in the hallways, classrooms, fields and courts, and on stage. They have represented BHS well, and I know they will continue to do so as they venture into the world of college, military, and the world of work. So oftentimes, wisdom and advice comes from our parents, our grandparents, teachers, or scholars. However, I believe some of the greatest wisdom can come from two unlikely sources: animals and children. So I want to share with you a brief fictional tale that contains what I think is great wisdom from four unlikely sources: a boy, a fox, a mole, and a horse. As a matter of fact, that tale was a book recently made into a short film that just won an Oscar, and it is of course named The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. The book is not only a treasure trove of wisdom, but also holds profound insights that can guide us through life's ups and downs. I recently saw this film and read this short book this past winter and was so inspired. I just wanted to share with you some bits of that with the class of 2023 as they embark on their new adventures. So the wonderful story begins with a boy lost in the woods who comes across, just as the title states, a mole, a fox, and a horse. The boy, of course, is scared, and oftentimes we think of being brave as not asking for help. However, I found this dialogue in the story to be the most powerful. The boy asked the mole, "What is the bravest thing you have ever said?" The mole's simple yet wise statement is simply one word: help. As you venture into the world, graduates, listen to the mole and be brave, and ask for help when you need it. You're never alone in your journeys unless your strong Batavia roots and foundation guide you as you move forward. Along the journey, our wise mole helps untie the fox from a trap. Knowing that the fox would view him as a great meal at any point, the mole continues with his act of kindness, telling the boy in what is incredibly thoughtful advice, one of our greatest freedoms is how we react to things. How we react to challenges and life's adversity along the way will define us. When challenges come our way, think about the most thoughtful, not the fastest or the easiest, way to react and respond, just as the mole says, and is worth stating again. One of our greatest freedoms is how we react to things. In our pursuit of success, let's not forget the importance of kindness. The horse in this book embodies this when he says, "The greatest illusion is that life should be perfect. It's not. Life is messy and challenging and sometimes unfair. However, through acts of kindness, we can bring light to the darkest of days. Small acts of kindness can have a profound impact on the world around us. As we embark on our own journeys, let us strive to be kind, not only to others, but to ourselves." How about our friend the fox? He actually says very little in this story, but this is one of his lines, but what is more powerful is how the horse responds. The fox says, as he's not saying much, the fox says, to be honest, I often feel I have nothing interesting to say. The horse says, not so. Being honest is always interesting. Yes, being honest is always interesting and also important. Graduates, be honest in your work, be honest in your relationships, and be honest with yourselves. Finally, and my most favorite part of the story is this. As the story comes to an end, the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse are making their way through the most challenging part of their trip through the woods. The boy becomes scared and nervous, as we all will in our journeys. The boy nervously says, in the dark woods, I can't see a way through. I am sure we have all felt that way and will down the road. As he says this, however, the horse calmly asks his friend, can you see the next step? The boy pauses and says, yes. Just take that, said the horse. Just take the next step. That's all it is, take the next step. That's my final message to you, members of the class of 2023. Take the next step when challenges come your way and keep moving forward. So a personal custom of mine at graduations is to leave each graduate with a symbolic gift of my message. And for the class of 2023 this year, each of them will be receiving a special pen and ink print from the book, customized for the class of 2023, with our school logo on it, with a dialogue that I just shared about taking the next step. It says Batavia High Class of 2023 and our school logo. And of course, it's a nice blue ink, and it says, I can't see a way through, said the boy. Can you see the next step? Yes. Just take that, said the horse. And the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse are all there for the students to see. Please place this somewhere special as a reminder to you about this day and this important message. Finally, I would encourage all of us to watch this film or read the book for even more sage advice. Congratulations to the class of 2023. I am proud of you and sincerely wish you well as you just take the next step. Thank you.
It is now my great honor to brag about the class of 2023. They've been quite an accomplished and resilient group. The class of 2023 consists of 148 students, 29 who are members of the National Honor Society, 6 are members of the Genesee Valley BOCES National Technical Honor Society, 7 are members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, and 5 are members of the National Art Honor Society. 62% of the class will be pursuing higher education and have been offered over $2 million in scholarships. 42 members of the class will attend 4-year colleges. 46 members of the class will attend 2-year colleges, with the majority enrolled in 2-year transfer programs. 6 members of the class will attend another post-secondary school. 39 members of the class are entering the workforce world, having already obtained employment, and 4 members of the class plan to enter military service. 93 students have earned a Regents Diploma. 3 students have earned a Regents Diploma with honor. 31 students have earned a Regents Diploma with advanced designation. 14 students have earned a Regents Diploma with advanced designation and with honor. 10 students have earned a technical endorsement seal from BOCES. And of these 31 students with advanced designation diplomas, 11 earned mastery in science, 1 earned mastery in math, and 10 earned mastery in both math and science. In total, 141 members of this graduating class have earned a Regents Diploma. 9 students have earned the New York State Seal of Biliteracy, and 9 students have earned the New York State Seal of Civic Readiness. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And now to our 2023 graduates. I want to congratulate you on your graduation this year. As freshmen, you experienced the beginning of the pandemic and have shown resilience to get to where you are today. I am very proud of all that this class has accomplished. Speaking of accomplishments, Let me name a few. If you were part of that accomplishment, let's hear from you. First, to our band. Our band was rated outstanding in several categories at a recent competition. Let's hear from our band. How about Mr. Batavia? They raised over $5,000 for charity. Mr. Batavia. Our musical, Les Mis, was a hit with our students, getting several accolades at Stars of Tomorrow. Our musical, everyone. And we had what I believe was one of our most successful sports seasons in Batavia's long history. We were sectional runners-up in boys indoor track. Let's hear it. And in their first season ever, girls flag football. We were sectional champions in 5 sports. So let's hear it for football. Girls indoor track. Boys indoor track. Girls softball. And girls outdoor track. And of course, congratulations to our fishing team, who according to Coach Weischer, completed the greatest season in the history of the modern world. Well, each year as I think of my graduation speech, I like to tie it in with a theme from the year. Like all of you have experienced, at times I had a bit of writer's block as I thought about this speech. I thought of your resilience, I thought of your accomplishments, I thought about lessons we've learned together, and people who have influenced us along the way. That's when it dawned on me, talk about people who had the greatest influence on me. Well, my faith has the strongest influence on me. There have been so many people who have had a positive influence on my life along the way. Undoubtedly, students, you have had that too. In the past few years, I have had several of those men pass away, but their legacy has had such an impact on me that I wanted to share with you a brief story about each of them. The first is a man that most of you have never met. His name is J.D. Barrett, and he recently passed away at the age of 98. J.D. was a Navy veteran who served in World War II and has influenced the lives of many people I know. I met him when he was in his 80s. Every Sunday, I would see him, and he would make a point of encouraging me in my leadership roles. I soon learned that he had the same influence on so many people. Lesson learned. Encourage people. When you encourage people, it helps them to keep going and reassures them that they're not alone. The next lesson was from my dad, James Kessler, who passed away a year and a half ago. My dad told long stories, had an infectious laugh, and loved to tell puns and dad jokes. Now you know where I get it from. It was such a blessing at his funeral to hear the impact that he had on so many. People described him as the kindest and gentlest man they had ever met. Lesson learned. Be kind. My dad was not remembered for his many accomplishments or unique personality. He was remembered for his kindness. And speaking of kindness and encouraging people, the last person I want to talk to you about is Batavia's super sub and honorary mayor, Jim Owens, who passed away earlier this year. Mr. Owen was so kind and encouraging to all of you. He is so proud of you. He was proud of all of your accomplishments, and you all heard his many quotes that he would have as he gave you a fist bump as you walked through the hall. One of my favorites is that he often said, "Every setback is an opportunity for a comeback." Many of you have suffered loss, faced disappointment, made poor choices, and faced obstacles. Those setbacks can feel hard to overcome. Lesson learned from Mr. Owen, everyone. When you have a setback, you can come back. That's why you're here today. I'm so thankful to have had a front row seat to see many of you recover from obstacles to get to where you are today. So today I want to tell all of you how proud I am of you. But most of all, continue to be young people who come back when you have a setback, that encourage others and are just kind. It has been a great honor to be your principal. Congratulations, class of 2023. Well, now the time that we've all been waiting for. I'd like to begin by announcing the names of students who are also members of the graduating class of 2023, but are not here with us today participating in our commencement ceremony. Tristan J. DeLora, Ashley Klinkbiel, Cheyenne M. Rufino, Jacob Schneider Gallegos, and Brianna L. Sheehan. And now if our Board of Education and our assistant principals can come join me. We'll give them just a moment to get set up. The kids got lined up faster than our adults. They did a great job. All right, at this time, I'm pleased to announce the names of our graduates receiving their diplomas here today. I'd like to thank our superintendent, Mr. Smith, our members of the Board of Education, our assistant principals, and our counselors for being here to congratulate our students. Here we go with our first name. Aiden A. Anderson. Mrs. Corinne Anderson, mother of Aiden Anderson, will present him with his diploma. Nicholas A. Ange. Ephron A. Armstrong. Eliana K. Atchinson. Amanda Adualo. Luke W. Babcock. Tierra L. Banks. Ariana R. Bartholomew. Alexander T. Bartz. Navia C. Bazil. Ian Beatty. Callie D. Burrow. Jaden K. Burrow. Avion Bethel. Mr. Cesare Roll, brother of Avion Bethel and Board of Education member, to present his diploma. Ethan P. Bisnett. Joshua W. Bombard. Ella M. Brumstead. Christina M. Brown. Alicia I. Bruce. Brendan R. Burgess. Emma Jean Burns. Nathan J. Canali. All right, I think we got it here. Okay. Carol E. Carlson. Ariana Cephas. Bailey Chilson. Rashad Christie. I like that section up there. All right. Aiden J. Chua. Mrs. Allison Chua, mother of Aiden Chua, to present the diploma. Casey Clark. Trevor Cole. Lucas D. Crater. McKenna Crawford. Julie E. Swikus. Brenna J. Curry. Emily E. Damon. Michael C. Dana. Paul E. Danishevsky. Samuel J. Day. Timothy M. Day. Ethan T. DeBerry. Christian A. DeSantis. Vincent R. Dickinson. Ryan W. Dillon. Adelaide G. Dunn. Mrs. Allison Dunn, mother of Adelaide Dunn, to present her diploma. Donovan J. Durham. Caleb J. Edenholm. Lydia C. Evans. Tyler Fagan. Cooper J. Fix. Devin I. Flanagan. Jordan R. Flint. Tieran M. Fonda. Gavin J. Fowler. Faith M. Gayhart. Lindsay M. Grazioplane. Javon Griffin. Dominic A. Grillo. Michael J. Golisano. Ryan J. Hamilton. Joyanna Hampton. Skylar K. Hampton. Ezekiel M. Hanna. Mrs. Barbara Bowman, grandmother of Ezekiel Hanna and member of our Board of Education, to present the diploma. Riley J. Hardy. Mrs. Mary Gugino, mother of Riley Hardy, to present the diploma. Cody F. Harloff. Brandon Harmon. Ian J. Harmon. Dima Havens. Trace Hawkins. Connor T. Heath. Landon K. Houston. Hayden L. Henninger. Isaiah G. Hill. Abigail G. Hurlbout. Essence A. Horseman. Board members and faculty, please move to my left. Give me the go. All right, here we go. Alexander J. Johnson. Olivia A. Cable. Charles X. Kegler. Sean Kimball. Parker R. Kleinbeck. Sydney E. Knesny. Brittany J. Kukovica. Gavin C. Lawless. Heather N. Lawrence. Mrs. Melinda Lawrence, mother of Heather Lawrence, to present the diploma. Jackenzie M. Lee. Leah J. Lefevre. Ryan Lopez. Michael A. Marchese. Devin M. Mayu. Robert M. McCarthy. Mr. John and Mrs. Stacy McCarthy will present his diploma. Kamarian McClinick. Javen A. McFollins. Carter McFollins Kramer. Michael F. McKenzie. Matthew G. McQuethy. Garrett R. Mercurio. Rocco A. Micah. Cameron M. Miller. Miles W. Miller. Abigail R. Moore. Cecia Isame Mario Rios. Kiera L. Odachowski. Mackay Pask Richardson. Patrick J. Peters. Antoinette E. Petrocelli. Julia G. Petrie. Nevaeh Fenninger. Jack A. Pickard. Noah W. Pickard. Melanie M. Quinones Santiago. Juan Ramirez. Lauren M. Reimer. Dominic S. Rosigliano. Caleb Rios. Jakayla R. Rivera. Dominic S. Seva. Gadiel Santana Diaz. Sanaya I. Santiago. Allison E. Schickler. Garrett C. Schmidt. Maya S. Schrader. Brooke E. Scott. Noah A. Scott. Olivia J. Schell. Sawyer J. Cyberling. Andrew C. Smith. Haley M. Smith. Lucy Taggart. Alyssa Talone. Casey L. Tatarka. Tyler O. Umloff. Maya F. Vassiani. Fabian Vasquez. Mariah J. Vasquez. Alyssa G. Vickery. Gavin M. Wagner. Jermaine Watson Jr. Gabriel Weischer. Kenyon R. White. Anaya Williams. Anaya D. Williams. Austin J. Williams. Clara E. Wood. Dawson Young. And Hannah Zeminski. Congratulations to all of our graduates this year for carrying on with the tradition of academic, art, athletics, and musical excellence that our district has become synonymous with. I strongly urge you to continue to take full advantage of the ability with which you have been blessed. Share your successes with these people that loved and supported you throughout your school career. And most importantly, enjoy this moment for what you have accomplished thus far in your life. And now, graduates, please stand. By the authority vested in me by the State of New York and New York State Board of Regents, to the Batavia City School District Board of Education, I officially confer upon you your high school diploma. You may now change your tassel from right to left. Graduates, please remember to line up for our recessional. We do ask that parents and guests wait outside. We're going to have a recessional for our students. Once they've all returned back to the seating area, you may come on the field for pictures, but please allow that to happen. Start the recessional.
And causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May it take no effort in you being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well,